Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you guys an update to my Watt family deck profile for March 2014. Been a little while since I played with this deck, but I really did enjoy playing with it. Used to play it a lot a couple formats ago. This was back when we still had Shockmaster. It was a very important part of the deck. It helped set up a lot of plays. But I'll show you guys the update. It's still a fun deck, so I'll show you the changes I've made to it. So let's go ahead and get started. I run 3 Maw Hunter. Pretty much her and Paw Hunter, which I also run 3 of, are the main cards in the deck. They get up most of your setup plays. And both their effects are once per turn, you can normal summon 1 level 4 light thunder type monster from your hand, except for Paw Hunter as an additional normal summon. Maw Hunter has the same effect, except instead of Paw Hunter, she says Maw Hunter. So like I said, it sets up summoning plays because you could normal summon Paw Hunter, perform the additional normal summon of Maw Hunter, use her effect to get another Watt monster on the field, and interloop those effects. You can set up for big exceed plays. So very versatile effect. Like I said, helps swarm the field and just get all the plays off you need for the deck. I also run 3 Thunder Seahorse. This card helps you get the monsters back to your hand, not back to your hand from the deck. You discard a copy of Thunder Seahorse to search your deck for 2 level 4 Thunder type monsters with the same name that have less than 1600 attack points. So pretty much you can ditch the Seahorse if you go first, set up early plays, grab 2 more Seahorse next turn, ditch another Seahorse to search for either the Paw Hunters or the Maw Hunters that you need. Like I said, Seahorse just sets up those plays that you'll be making. And mine being the Watt VidMix variant, I also run 3 Watt Cobra. Once again, Cobra is searchable with Seahorse. You can perform the additional normal summon with Maw or Paw Hunter, and I just like the little offense that Watts can bring with the direct attacks they inflict. And Watt Cobra's effect, he allows you to search for another Watt monster when the direct attack battle damage is inflicted. So you can either search for another Cobra or you can search for the other Watt monster that I run, which is Watt Giraffe. I like to run 2 of this one. Pretty much just like Watt Cobra, it can attack your opponent directly, and when it inflicts damage to your opponent by direct attack, your opponent cannot activate spells, traps, trap effects, or monster card effects until the end of this turn. So pretty much after the damage is inflicted, you could proceed to your main phase 2 and just set up all the different plays that you need. So you could exceed summon for monsters for defense, like let's say Maestro. You can go into Cowboy, hit for that final damage, set up your back row, and not have to worry about your opponent messing up any of those with their back row or hand traps, etc. So Watt Giraffe really helps with those plays. Plus, I also run 2 Vylon Prism. Pretty much I like Prism just so I can have that tuner option, so I can go for synchro summons. And it's also a level 4 Thunder monster, which is also good because it works with Maw Hunter and Paw Hunter, which are the main cards of the deck. And if this card is sent from the monster card zone to the graveyard, you can pay 500 life points to target one face-up monster you control. Equip this card to that target. If the equipped monster attacks or is attacked, it gains 1000 attacks during the damage step only. So pretty much Prism, if you use it for a synchro summon, you can pay the 500 to bring it back and equip it to the synchro monster that you bring. The one play I like doing a lot is using Scrap Dragon as the synchro monster, because after I synchro summon, I can use the Vylon Prism that I've just equipped as the card to destroy for Scrap Dragon. So it's a really good play, and I like getting it off. Plus 1 Honest. I like to run Honest just because all the monsters in this deck are light, so you'll definitely be getting them off plenty of times. And that's it for the monsters. We'll move on to spells. I run 3 Messenger of Peace. I like this card just because you want to get the Watt Giraffe attacks off. You don't want your low attack point monsters being hit, because all the monsters in this deck are low attack, so they will get rammed in pretty easily. Messenger of Peace just helps. Running 3, my opponent finds it very annoying having to constantly pop them with either the MST or any other method. It's a good card to use. And I also run 3 Pot of Duality. With Maw Hunter, Paw Hunter, effects to constantly normal summon, you can get off the special summons pretty quickly, but Duality just helps increase the speed to get your hand to what it needs to be. And plus with Thunder Seahorse, after you use the search effect, you can't special summon for that turn. So after you get the monsters to your hand, you can use Duality to set up to get the trap cards you need just to stall out until you can get your special summons off. Plus I also run 1 Dark Hole, 2 MST, and Book of Moon, just pretty much staple. And I also run 2 recycling batteries. Pretty much add 2 Thunder-type monsters with 1500 or less attack from your graveyard back to your hand. I could just get back the stuff I used so I can perform more moves later on. And that's it for spells. For traps, I run 3 Threatening Roar and 3 Waboku. This is pretty much just stall. Make sure my opponent can't destroy my monsters or perform any attacks until I can get my plays off. Plus, I also run 2 Dust Tornado. I want to get my plays off quickly, and I want to make sure I don't have any of my opponent's back row to worry about. When I don't have Wajireff's effect to depend on, Dust Tornado and 3 MST really help in those situations. Plus, I also run 1 Torrential, 1 Solemn, and 1 Compulse. That is it for the main deck. We'll move on to the extra. I run 3 Starliege Paladynamo. It requires 2 level 4 light monsters to summon. Has a great effect. Once per turn, you can detach 2 XYZs from this card. To target one face-up monster your opponent controls, its attack becomes 0. And if it does, its effects are negated. When this card you control is destroyed by your opponent's card effect, but either by battle or by card effect, you could draw a card. So he's got 2,000 attack points. He sets up for those plays to get over the high attack point monsters that your opponent has. After you use the Exceed materials, though, you don't have to really worry, because if this guy does get destroyed, you draw a card. So it's pretty much just plus. Plus 1 Daigusto Emerald, 1 Maestroke, 1 Utopia, 1 Black Ship, 1 Steel Swarm Roach, 1 Diamond Dyer, 1 Photon Pap, Cowboy, really good, gets me a lot of game wins. 1 Lava Valchain, and for the synchros, I run 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Stardust Dragon, and I don't have a Scrap Dragon at the moment. I have no clue where I misplaced it, but until I find it, I'm running 1 Stardust Spark Dragon, but definitely recommend running Scrap Dragon over that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and Kira Twig out.